Central Plains Preseason Showcase, Game 4. Out of 6 getting underway here. Just trying to fix the drop it. There we go. Out in front they score, and the Seals score right off the hop. Before the clock even gets moving. Oh, man. I don't even believe the timekeeper is in the box yet. So the Seals open the scoring.
So does that even count then?
Okay, hang on a second. Trying to dump a few seconds off the clock here. That can't be. Okay, 5 seconds into the game.
That's crazy.
The Seals open the scoring from Vancouver Island on the Pilot Mound goaltender, whose name is Julie Ducharme. And it should be Bronwyn Lee in goal to our right for Vancouver Island to open this. That might be the 20th goal of the showcase here on Game Time TV. So is the timekeeper's in the box. I don't know what happened. Anyway, 5 seconds in, so Bronwyn Lee and Julie Ducharme are the goalies. Ducharme from Airdrie, Alberta, and Lee from Duncan, British Columbia. Those are your starting goalies, brought to you by Pine Creek Antler Lighting. For all your specialty, all natural antler lighting needs, call 204-793-2285. The puck comes around, now they work it around. They'll play it off the window. They'll roll it back out quickly. This goes back out to center now behind the net. Quickly works it back into the zone. They'll center it. This goes along the middle. Trying to control this, goes back to get it. Now the Pilot Mound goaltender, Ducharme, gets her first touch of the puck. Yeah, we had a goal 5 seconds into this hockey game before we were basically all set and ready. And the Seals came down and made it 1-0. Here's that quick look again. It is going to be Seti. Rolls it in. Seti from Cross Lake, Manitoba, gets it across. Sends it out front now to the net. Oh, that just goes wide on what is going to be here, Lee.
Another good shot.
I think that's Lee. Yes, it is. A little bit of mad scramble to get the goaltenders figured out. And these are not related by my understanding. Rachel Lee, the backup from Victoria, BC. Bronwyn Lee is a year younger from Duncan, British Columbia, which is a suburb pretty close to Nanaimo.
Yep.
Because this is on the island here we're talking.
Absolutely.
Vancouver Island.
There's Duncan, Nanaimo, Qualicum Beach,
Yep.
all on the Victoria Island. It's a great little town.
Yeah, some of the places, Victoria, Nanaimo, Campbell River, Ladysmith, BC.
That's where the Tawasin Ferry goes in to go to Victoria. Victoria goes up to Duncan.
Our year headquarters in Canada, Visit Canada, who runs your TV. They're based out of BC, so there's a lot of BC connections. Here's a shot. Nice stop there by the netminder, Julie Ducharme, who's from Airdrie, Alberta. Pilot Mound has players from Vulcan, Alberta, Cross Lake, Manitoba, Patit, Ontario, Weyburn, Saskatchewan, Dryden, Ontario, Calgary, Alberta, Flin Flon, Manitoba, Cross Lake, Thompson, Mather, Roblin, Artitokin, Brutz, Belcura, Saskatchewan, Sutton, West Ontario, Brantford, Ontario, and then a second. Actually, we've already talked about Ducharme. She's from Airdrie, as we have an offside. So, wherever you're listening from and watching in those locales, trying to just figure out how to get things moving here. Face off is outside the blue line. In tight here, 4 minutes into this opening period. 1-0 Vancouver Island on a goal, 5 seconds in. That might be the quickest goal in the history of the showcase. Puck comes out. We'll have Nora Collins join us in the second intermission of this game from the Winnipeg Admirals. She is the younger sister of Paige and Brooke Collins, who both play in the MWJHL. Paige no longer. Brooke getting ready for a season opener next weekend. Here's a shot. That is tipped away by Ducharme. And she's going to have to make another couple quick stops. 15:21 remaining in the period. Now we have action. 3:55 remaining. Michael Dale, Kent Delmage getting ready. Our earlier game was, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, 2-2 or 2-0, sorry, for the Chiefs over the Lightning. Capitals and Hawks finished 4-4. This last game was Westman defeating Eastman 2-1. Puck comes back out. Now they work it around. Opportunity around the boards. Here comes Vancouver Island quickly off the rush, and Ducharme's got a piece of that one. Oh, they score! She left a rebound there, and I think it's going to be Anya Porter, number 18, who shovels this in the net. More Johnny on the spot there, Kent.
Or 22.
22?
22 was the first one. Maybe it was 18, though.
Well, the puck came down. 22, I didn't took the original shot.
Okay.
I think this is going to go to Porter. Anyway, Vancouver Island with a quick 2-0 lead. Really quick before we're 5 seconds and not as quick as that opening one, though. Puck comes down. Now they're going to work it around, so we welcome the international flavor and mostly national flavor in this hockey game with parents viewing from all over the place. Pilot Mound, Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island has one 5 seconds in. And then they have one that is just past the 4-minute mark. So we're about to play 6 minutes of this game. And it's going to be a 2-0 lead for Vancouver Island. The second one, I believe it's going to go to Porter. The rebound plucked off the equipment of Julie Ducharme and right down into the, I guess, waiting arms of Johnny on the spot. There's a chance in front. Oh, and Bronwyn Lee is going to tip that one away. Here for a 2-0 deficit. And she has a 2-0 lead of which to work now. Michael Kent Delmage. Fourth game out of 6 today. Coming up next will be RHA taking on the Winnipeg Admirals. And we'll be joined by Nora Collins of the Winnipeg Admirals in the second intermission of this game. Now they work it around. Puck comes back to the slot. Trying to play this across. Back in front now to be behind. Sorry, to the side of the net. Back again. Out to center ice. And this goes back into the zone. And did this go out and come in? Yep. Our next Vancouver Island game on our schedule is tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, when they take on the host Central Plains Capitals. There's a game over on PMR Arena that's just getting underway right now between the Winnipeg Ice and the Weyburn Gold Wings. So that's the last of the guest teams to get their tournament going. That comes back out. Now they work at cross ice on the back door. So Vancouver Island, 2 quick goals. 5 seconds and about 4 minutes into this game. Then no clock running today for the in-score graphic, just the score showing. And our beat crew will be here tonight to assist and spread out the duties a little bit more. Puck was brought in and brought offside. 12:31 here, period 1. Now they work at it down the seam. Another opportunity taken back. 12:25 here to go in the opening period of the opening game of this showcase for both teams. Puck comes out in front. Oh, Pilot Mound can't finish it. Rapper on attempt. Oh, they can't finish that either, but there's a whistle.
That's off.
As the net came off. Face-off will be to the right of Bronwyn Lee. Pine Creek Antler Lighted starting goaltenders. Bronwyn Lee and Julie Ducharme, right to left. Puck comes across. Now to the back corner. If you want to sponsor, there's limited spots available for this weekend. You can get at my email tonight. Oh, what a save by Ducharme. Made that one a little more exciting, I think, than it needed to be. But did the nice old Kittaroo save. Puck comes through the seam. And Timmy Melita McDonald from Port Alberni, BC. Flips it in. Now here quickly for, what it did be, Romer. Romer has it, and Julie Ducharme will grab it. 2 unfortunate plays resulting in goals for Vancouver Island if you're Pilot Mound. You haven't really had a chance to settle into this game either, because boom, may just surprise you with a goal that surprised all of us before I could even mention the starting goalies, really. Puck comes out. Here's Dino in the corner from Vulcan, Alberta. Sends us across. Pilot Mound will work this through. They'll send it out front. Works it back in. Another shot that kicked to the net. Now they work at it down the middle. Opportunity. They will play it away. Chance out front. That'll get kicked away. Another opportunity. There's number 16. That's Avery Winchell. And the puck comes back out. Cross ice. Long play. Oh, that took a bounce off a stanchion. Pilot Mound's probably thinking now they finally did a bounce to go their way. After those first two were quite unfortunate. I'm not trying to sell Vancouver Island short in any way. They earned those bounces. Here they come off the window. Vancouver Island sends it right back in. And the Seals in blocked, by the way. Pilot Mound in a Boston Bruins type of jersey. Finally did a smile out of 10 today. Puck comes across. We'll hear from him in 1 second. Puck comes back just past the halfway mark to this opening period. 2-0 Steelers in the lead. Now they work across ice. We'll also have a Vancouver Island Steelers game for you on Sunday morning. Chad Erickson will have the call of that game between the Pembina Valley Hawks and the Vancouver Island Steelers at 10:15. So get ready for a couple early games if you're out in BC, 8:15 in the morning. Puck comes down. Now they settle it cross ice, D to D. They'll work at it down the seam. Big opportunity. Nothing doing. They'll set it across. And this will go out front. Quickly back. Trying to lead it. In off the window. This goes back toward the front of the goal. And behind the net. Icing waved off. 8:57 left here in the opening period. Not a lot of shots on net the last 5 minutes. There was an early fury, but not much since. Here they come down. Shot. That's going to be a rebound. Can Pilot Mound did a bounce of their own. That's going to be stopped by Lee. Oh, another stop by Lee with a right pad. That was a nice save. I'm sure you heard Kent's reaction. Even with the microphone turned off, now you're on. My apologies. Puck comes down. Here come the Buffaloes through the seam. What happens if the Buffaloes would ever meet the Bisons? That'd be interesting. I'm sure it's happened. I'm sure it will happen in the future. University of Manitoba Bisons. Puck comes down. That could be an exhibition game in the future. 8 minutes just under to go in the first period. Vancouver Island, 2 goals on 7 shots, 0 and 3 for the 0 and 3 for the Buffaloes from Pilot Mound, which is in western Manitoba. Puck comes down. Now they chop it into the corner. Trying to play this cross ice. Down to the seam, misses, blocked. And now drive it near side. Looking down. Waiting. Nice play there. Ends up cutting it off. There's a long distance shot. That doesn't work. Michael Yell, 10 damage. It is time for, as they'll work it back in. Shot goes to the corner. Now they'll work it. D to D. Cross ice and up the ice. Sends it down here for, I think that's right on the far side. That is exactly who it is. Am I right? Out of Ladysmith, BC. And we're going to have team's first penalty, I believe. Too many players on the ice.
Yep. Looks like it.
Yep. And is this going to VI?
No, it's Pilot Mound, I think.
Yeah, you're right. It is Pilot Mound. They'll have to put somebody in the penalty box. So we'll have to open the door to tell them that there's a penalty. Now they'll send somebody across the ice. As you can see. High up above the rafters at Stride Place. In Portage, home of the MJHL's Portage Terriers have a game here tomorrow, so we got to move all the stuff out after the game tomorrow and then reset it up early Sunday morning. Puck comes down. Here's another shot that's blocked by the goaltender for Pilot Mound, Julie Ducharme. 6:26 to go, 151 in the bench minor. Sits o'clock will be the next game. Averils and the ranked RHA. Here's a shot. Ducharme makes that save as well. Then she settled in nicely after those 2 unfortunate goals.
Yeah, she has.
She made that nice kit save with the leg. Too many players on the ice. Got in. Now they'll work it around. Oh, one of the. Oh, they switched it. So they flipped it all the way down. So she had to go for a little stick to get her stick. Back in. There's a lot of stuff that we're watching up the seam. They'll work it in. Long play back to the net. Opportunity. That goes out in front. Back to the blue line. What a stutter step. What a move! Third move. Backhander. Oh, she shelved it just wide. 1 move. 2 move. And put it just wide on the backhand. That would have been quite the insane finish.
Here we go.
Puck comes out into the post. So right! The
Off
shot!
the
Oh,
goalpost.
off the crossbar or post. I think that was the crossbar. Where did the puck go? Out?
Yep.
Duchamp did not look comfortable in this one.
No.
She has to take a peek behind her to see where it hit. That's interesting. Puck comes down. Interesting the mindset of a goalie for sure in showcases like these. And I'm not trying to pick on Julie in any way. Here's a shot. Oh, another opportunity. You have to have a quick memory almost.
Yep.
No matter what's happened in the first part of the game. Vancouver Island on the wraparound, they just missed the handle. Now they work it across. Fourth game of the day here at Stride Place. PMR Arena has the game going on. Over our shoulder, we'll pan there during the whistle. Puck comes back. Here's another shot. Oh, that just goes wide. Yeah, that is straight inside the blue line on the other side of the rink. Puck comes back, 4.5 to go, 10-3. VI, the shot's on net. Now they work it in. Another opportunity. Oh, the shot, that's nice stop by Lee. Tries to work it quickly around. I'm trying to work that down. Now they play it off the window. Trying to play this cross ice. Back down. Opportunity. D to D on the wraparound. Puck comes around the boards. It stops short. Now they'll settle. Down to the middle. Nothing going there. And this is going to come back out cross ice. Works it in. Going to be behind the goal. Trying to work it in. Now behind the goal. Another opportunity out front. 3.5 to go in this first period. Here's a launch shot by the Seals. Glove down. I'll tell you what, Duchamp's had a good period. That's the 11th shot. When they put it on the board, it should be the 11th shot. Right now it's stuck at 10. Face off here with 3:28 remaining. Dan Nora Colvin scheduled to join us in the second intermission. Puck comes down. Now they work at it down the middle. Trying to play this out front. Now it's cut off. And off the boards here. 3:10 remaining. 2-0 Vancouver Island. On early goals, 5 seconds and just about 4 minutes in. Now they work it around the boards. Near side to far side. Puck comes through the seam. And I'll play it around. May this be the warm-up. Here's the, squeaker that went wide of the post. That went through the lines and wide. Now behind. Penalty coming up. Going to go to the field, and Pilot Mound will go to the power play. This will be a high stick. So we'll have a face-off to the right. It's going to be on Lee. Bronwyn Lee, the goalie today. Reese and Avery Winchell are on the same defense pair here right now. Both from the Nanaimo 2004 and 2006 born players. Back in, here's a penalty to go to number 22. Lucy Atwin close. And there's going to be Waterstein at center ice. And are they going to offside, I guess. .2:16 remaining. Now they work it in back to the blue line. Center it, opportunity right out in front. Opportune, that's not the way. Trying to play this cross ice. They'll work it in. So we have a penalty to Atwin. Close. Works it down. Chance again, that's not going to work. And that's going to be offside. Yep. 150 remaining in this opening period. Bringing 10 damage again.
Yep.
149 remaining. Now they worked it all the way around. This goes back out there to the blue line. Tries to work it in. Trying to play this cross ice. 2-0 Vancouver Island on 2 early goals. 5 seconds and about 4 minutes or so in. Mound has certainly settled down. Now behind the net. Trying to play this behind the goal. Pilot Mound does have 2 goalies here. The other one is Nicole Johnston. One of the teams here at the showcase, memory escapes me who it is carrying 3 goalies. Puck comes back. That's a rarity in today's game. Final minute of the opening period. Now they'll work it in here with 44 seconds left. And I'll play it down here with a little swinging going on. And it'll be 30 seconds left in the opening period. 2-0 Vancouver Island. That was a stick in the midsection of the defense, offside. It's amazing what the officials see on some plays. In a general sense, I'm not trying to pick on whether that's obstruction, whether that's another offside call. Especially the line plays. The plays at the line are so close. Yeah, so they dropped the putt, brought the play in offside. Now they did drop the putt again. In off the window here, 19 seconds left. Trying to play this down here, 14 seconds remaining. Looking, bumping off the putt. Shot that stopped, rebound, another funny rebound. Back out in front, shot long distance, that's blocked. And I think Pilot Mound is going to get out of the first period, in which they did not look comfortable in. Puck was bouncing every which way. And that's the name of the game so far. Vancouver Island has 2 goals and nothing for the Pilot Mound Buffaloes. We'll take a break, and we will be back with the second period in short order. Thank you for watching here on Game Time TV. All right, second period about to get rolling here, Vancouver Island. A little late coming off the out of the locker room. Rachel Lee, the last one to hit the bench, and we're ready to go. Here with period number 2:10. You had an update 0-0 in the other game?
Less than a minute and a half, yeah.
Okay, minute and a half to go.
In the first.
It is the Ice and the Gold Wings tied, no score. The Pine Tree Antler Lighting starting goaltenders. To our broadcast left will be Bronwyn Lee, and to our right, it is still Julie Ducharme. Puck comes across. Just underway again here now. In the second period, Michael Gill, 10 damage, 2-0 Vancouver Island. They didn't score 5 seconds into the period this time. That's why we're all ready to go, because we lost that opening goal, because we couldn't even get through the starting goalies, and away we went here. Back again now, work it in.
Actually, they did. Oh, no, forget it. It's all good.
Sorry?
No, I thought the goalie was like 28, but it's 81. So I was like, they did change goalies, but they didn't.
No,
so it's all good.
no. That's Julie Ducharme wearing 81. That's the highest number I've ever seen a goalie wear. And I've seen a 77 or 71, I think, in the junior women's league. Puck comes across.
No, the Zamboni driver in Carolina wore 90, remember?
Yeah. No, but I mean, seriously, in games that I've done.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, don't remind me about the David Ayers game, please and thanks. You always have to bring that one up.
Well, because you're a Leafs fan. It's all good.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Puck comes back. Now they work it around. No, in all seriousness, I'm a Jets fan too. Oh, I didn't bet they score. And Pilot Mound cuts the deficit to 2-1. And this should be
19.
18?
19.
19, okay. This should be Haley Giannotti from Roblin, Manitoba with the goal. And we have 1:59 into this second period. 10 damage, Michael Gill.
All right.
Now they worked it around. Puck comes back, they'll flip it away. As it's flipped in the zone. Trying to work it back here. 17:48 to go in the second period. Back over. Now they'll settle it around. In the corner, quickly they'll work it down. Michael Gill, 10 damage. We welcome those of you that are watching on the island. There's a lot of you, we're told. Puck comes down. I'll work it in. There's a Pilot Mound body going flying into the boards. Lightly, no intent. They're just lost in edge. Quickly around the wall. They'll send it out front. 3 minutes gone, second period. Giannotti has cut the Vancouver Island deficit the Vancouver Island lead, I should say, to 2-1. Puck comes down. Now they work it around. That shot's deflected. And they'll play it back into the corner. Michael Gill, 10 damage. Remember, interview with Nora Tolwyn scheduled for the second period. Now it's going to be an opportunity. Sends it across. Back in off the window. They'll work it around. As it's going to be an opportunity. Sends it off the wall. Works it down. High up in the air here at Pilot Mound. Apparently Nora Collins is going to join us right now. I can see the Admirals. They're wondering where the heck we are. I said we're in the tower across from where they're sitting. Puck comes down. Yes, we got 15:40 to go here in the second period. Michael Gill 10 damage. Soon to be joined by Nora Collins. Puck comes in here off the window. Vancouver Island has had their deficit cut to 2-1. Now they work it around. Back in. And that's going to be right in on Bronwyn Lee, and she's going to hang on.
So, update on the Ryder Cup. Friday afternoon 4-ball. So far, U.S. is up 2-1-1 in after 10 to 14 holes. But yeah, here we go. Vancouver Island's got the puck in the defensive zone. They're coming out, number 4. Mike's just fixing his
now they work.
himself.
Sorry, Ken. I just had to adjust something very quickly.
It's all good. I don't think I'm even on anyway, so.
It's all good. 20 seconds past the 5-minute mark as they'll work it around. Sends it cross ice, 14.5 to go. They'll work it in. Now on the wall. Here's a chance quickly out to center ice. They'll work the puck across, 14 minutes remaining. Here in the second period, 14-20. Another shot by VI. That's just goes wide of the net. Oh, there's been some kooky little bounces in this game. Also, these boards play very funny. Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I can hear you.
So the update on the afternoon ball is 2-1-1 so far for U.S. after 10 to 14 holes.
They're doing better than they anticipated.
Well, it'll all come down to singles like it always does on Sunday.
Yep. Because I think that's, what, 12 points right there?
No, it's 3-1 from morning. So it'll be 5-1-1 so far. 5.5 to 3.5.
Yeah, so there's like, what I'm saying is there's 12 singles matches, though?
On Sunday.
Yeah, okay.
That's
yeah,
what it usually comes down to.
So there's 12 points available.
Yeah. And you have to win by, what, 29.5 or something?
Yeah. Back in now. They'll shoot it into the corner. And it's out. Try to figure it out. What is it? What does that sign say? Media room? Below us here?
We're on section sponsor 5.
Okay. There's going to be an opportunity here.
Does he literally not see you or what?
I don't know. As they'll have an opportunity. Sends it cross ice. 13:15 remaining. Section 5. Yeah. Sorry, I think that's RHA sitting over there. I thought that was the Avros.
Oh, okay.
But that's RHA. Okay, we'll get that figured out. Section 5 at the top of the tier. That's where we're sitting here at Stride Place. 2-1. Vancouver Island continues to lead after the 2 quick goals at the 5-minute mark. Now they'll work it around. Trying to work it back in. Okay, Nora Collins is here, so I'll get you to take the headset over here quickly. Really quick. Come on in. All right. You should be able to hear me there. Can you hear me okay? Yes. Okay, Nora Collins, quickly of the Avros. I'm going to have to just call the play here, so I'll ask the question during the whistle. Puck comes back out now behind the net. They'll work it out. As they'll play it quickly out here, the 2-1 to score. 2 goals in the first 5 minutes for Vancouver Island, including one 5 seconds in, which I've never seen before. Couldn't even get to the starting goalie, then Brian, the puck was in the back of the net. Now they worked it cross ice. They'll send it out front. Now behind the net, Averil's taking on RHA. That is coming up next, right here on Game Time TV. It's about a 2-minute sequence, probably without a whistle. Here's a shot. And Nora Cohen's signing up to join us. Nora, how's it been for you today? Obviously, you just got here, I'm assuming.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Give me your thoughts on the preseason so far for the Averils.
It's been pretty good. We've played a couple exhibition games. Yeah, our team's looking pretty good so far, so I'm excited to get the season rolling.
Now, obviously, you're in your final year, grade 12 year. You've already committed to the University of Manitoba. Tell me what went into that decision.
I've always wanted to go to the University of Manitoba, so I always knew if the opportunity presented itself, then I'd take it, and luckily for me, it did. So.
Finally, really quickly, you're on the provincial U18 team. You played 3 exhibition games against the Bisons a couple weeks ago. What's that been like to be on that U18 team?
It's a ton of fun. Obviously, we're playing with all the best girls from the province in our age group. Just kind of playing against girls playing with girls that we play against is an incredible experience. I'm excited to go to nationals and represent our province, and yeah, it's just lots of fun to get to play with such a talented group of girls.
There's a nice stop by the goaltender here for Pilot. Mound has had a bit of a challenge in the first 2 periods on the first 2 goals, Julie Ducharme. I guess it's Nora Collins of the Winnipeg Averils. Nora, really quickly, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask about your family. I know your 2 other sisters, your 2 older sisters, Paige, who played for the Western Predators, and Brush, who's going to be playing for the Western Predators. What have the hockey battles been like in the family growing up?
I think they really set the tone for me. I always knew that I wanted to follow in their footsteps, and kind of having them to look up to growing up. I just wanted to always go as far as I could, and them just kind of setting the tone for what I wanted to kind of reach, and just kind of, yeah, it's always been kind of a battle between us of who can be the best.
Finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, which sister do you model your game after the most? Is it Paige with the goal scoring, or Brooke with the more defensive kind of grinded out style?
I think I look up to both of them a lot. I play with Brooke's playmaking skills and probably Paige's goal scoring, yeah.
Finally, give me your thoughts here on this weekend. You got RHA today, and then you got a couple games tomorrow. We're doing your other game on Sunday afternoon against Eastman, but 4 games, obviously 4 quality opponents that you haven't really seen. Is this about results or more about season preparation in your mind?
I think this weekend's more about season preparation. Obviously, winning games would be nice, but in the end, we're kind of just looking to kind of get the nerves out before the season and get ourselves prepared for what's to come. We've got a long season ahead of us, and I think this weekend will be really good for just kind of getting ready for it.
Does this weekend help you with the grind of the season to come? I know you've had a couple single exhibition games, but just to get back into the tournament flow?
I think it'll just... Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, no, does this weekend help you when you go to places like Showcase, whether it's Kitchener, whether it's the Hockey Manitoba Showcases, playing multiple games in a day? Does that help you get into the grind a little bit of the season?
Oh, for sure. It just kind of gets our legs moving, and kind of it just gets us ready really for what's to come, because obviously when we come to these tournaments, it's lots of really talented teams, and in this showcase especially, it's teams that we're going to be playing against throughout the season. So we kind of just see what where all the other teams are at, and where we're at, and what we need to do to
Vancouver Island has just scored to make it 3-1. Oh, no goal. Yeah, I think they're counting it. Yeah, they are. 3-1 for VI. final question before I let you go. You obviously in your third year with the Admirals, you had your first year cut short just before the championship. Last year you played 5 games before. Actually, no, it is 2-1. Yeah, they waved it off. I thought they did, but I wasn't sure. What would it mean to you to play an entire season? I know you have yet to finish an entire season as a AAA player, but what would it mean to you? Oh, nice stop there by the goaltender, Ducharme. What would it mean for you to finish the season entirely? I know it's your grade 12 year, but what would be the significance? Obviously, the world is in a health crisis. That aside, what would it mean to potentially finish the season and go out on top? I know we're in the preseason, long way to go, but is that something that's crossed your mind at all?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, with COVID, it's always in the back of our minds, but I think that's really just given us extra motivation, knowing that any time the season could be cut short. So we just got to put 100% in each game we play and know that we're lucky to have the opportunity to play right now. So yeah, I think it's just given us extra motivation, and I think all of us grade 12s are really hoping that we get to finish our season, because like you said, we never really got to see the end. But yeah, I'm hoping that this year will be our year.
Well, one way to get there, that's to get through the preseason first, and your season opener against the Ice, and onward and upward.
For sure.
Thank you for joining me, Nora. I appreciate it. We'll let you go. Get ready for the game, and hopefully we're talking about a Admiral victory, but most importantly, fun after 2 hours of a hockey game.
For sure. Thank you very much.
All right, Nora Colwyn signing up to join us. One of the newest commits to the University of Manitoba Bisons. Signing up to join us here quickly. Following that, our apologies to the fans who wanted play-by-play. We're under time constraints with Nora due to her getting ready for a game. They waved off that goal. That's why you were tapping me. I wasn't sure what the kit did. Kit?
I don't know if it was high stick or a hand pass or something.
Yeah, special thanks to Nora Collins for coming up to join us. Yeah, it was supposed to be set to the intermission, but we're running a little bit behind.
Yep.
And we wanted Nora a chance to get ready for the game. So we've had Ferdy, he's the scout. We've had Nora, the provincial team player as well.
So you were saying Nora's sisters are one's a scorer and one's a defenseman. What is Nora?
No, Paige Collins, number 15 for the Western Predators, led them in goals. Brooke is the more defensive forward.
Okay. So is she a forward as well?
Yeah, they're both forwards.
Nice.
And now there's Nora, who is the younger of the three. So interesting how she models her game after both of her sisters, which I kind of suspected if you know them a little bit, but I do. That's perfect. Thanks to Coach Ashley of the Admirals for setting that up for us. With 6:16 to go here in the second period. The Vancouver Island Steels had themselves a 2-1 lead. They've had that lead since earlier in this second period. Puck comes down. Now they'll work it in the corner. Tries to settle it far side. They'll work it down. Tries to drive it here with 5:51 remaining. Here in the second period. Oh, that was a bit of an excuse me tap, I guess you could call it. Back in. Center of the play back to the middle here. Another back-ended play that doesn't work. Back in the zone here. Taken there. Admirals RHA coming up next. 4 games for the Admirals this weekend, along with every other team. We're doing their game tonight and tomorrow morning. Actually, not tomorrow morning, sorry. Tomorrow, I don't believe we have, we do not have an Admiral game tomorrow. We do not have an Admiral game tomorrow, so. They are over on PMR, which at last check was scoreless between the Buffaloes and the Ice. I'm assuming that to be still the score because they would have had intermission. Coming up in a minute and a half. 5:06 to go. Here in a second, we'll send Kent for an update. Maybe. If he's gracious enough to go over and have a look. Puck comes down to the corner. I'll send it across.
Do you know me, Mike? No, I'm just kidding.
It's been a long day, folks. 4th of 6 games.
And it's only halfway over.
That's why you gotta laugh once in a while, right?
Oh, what a
down.
goal!
And this hockey game is tied.
What a shot.
I think that atones for the bit of a slow start. This looks like 15 Morgan Setti.
Yep. What a shot.
That's a nice shot. And that game is tied 2-2.
Over one shoulder, and it just rides the back of the net.
Yeah. Yepers. 4:37 here to go. Admirals RHA coming up at 6 o'clock. 8:15 will be St. Mary's. Then we'll get our second look at Eastman here today. See how much gas is in the tank for the second game of the day. Now they worked it down out of the back corner. I think that's RHA sitting over there. I thought that was the Admirals. That's RHA sitting across from us. Puck comes in. Here with under 4 to go. They'll work it in. Mike Riddell, Kent Dalmage. Rest of our broadcast team. From Stride Place here, they give an opportunity there for Pilot Mound to try to take their first lead of the night. But it didn't work. Quickly jammed in. They worked it at steady. She just tied the game at 2 apiece. Actually has some goals in this game, but talked about the other ones were kind of. What are you pointing at? Oh, there's the warm-up.
Arrows.
Oh, that's what you're pointing at. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a shot that's stopped by Ducharme. Tried to work it here in a 2-2 game.
That might not even be RHA. That might be the 8:15 team since they're not moving anywhere. Over here, across the way.
That could be there, yeah. Because they don't even look anywhere near ready to play.
Nope.
Anyway, that's no disrespect. That's just what we're seeing.
Actually,
right
that's
now.
probably the Eastmen because they're probably just resting, right?
Yeah, probably. In fact, I wouldn't even dispute that. There are the Admirals right here below us, though. They'll come running right past us any second.
Yep.
Under 2:40 to go here. Here's the shot. That's not the way. 2-2 the score. 2.5 to go here in the second period. Long opportunity. Oh, the shot they score. That hit something in front of the net. And I think it's going to be number 15.
Gagne? Or 18?
Even either Goiner or Porter again. Porter, yeah, that's Porter.
Wow.
And then another cheeky little deflection. That hit something the way the goalie reacted to Ducharme. 2:20 to go here in the second period. Michael Gill, Kent Dalmage with you. Rest of our Game Time TV broadcast crew. Puck gets iced here with 2:11 remaining in the.
And here comes the angry dad situation coming towards us. On your left side, on your right side, my side there.
Yeah. So there's one team. Oh, there's the other half of the team. Okay. I see. Puck comes back here in a 3-2 game. Vancouver Island has blown a 2-0 lead and come all the way back. Admirals wearing t-shirts that say "One Team, One Dream." That's their slogan. Opportunity. I can remember Nora and Courtney Bays, who are now in grade 12, being a big part of that team, but was getting ready for a championship series with championship series with the ice when the COVID shut it down. We were at the 8th plus tonight. They shut everything down. The women's lead had Game 3 of the championship final. Game 4 and 5 never happened. Puck comes across here, 120 left. Just get the sense Nora's happy to play whatever game may get played, whether they're not even necessarily worried about the next one. Puck comes across. Stating bat, that's kind of the attitude you'd have to have, and quite honestly, you're used to that the last 2 years.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, we're all sports fans, right? And it's just, you know, it's not that we want the sports, but we also know how careful they need to be. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just so glad sports is back.
Yeah.
I just wish I could get a chance to go down to the U.S. to actually go see games again, but
There's a shot. That's up to President Biden. But the problem is, and not to get too political, I think the issue the U.S. is having is their vaccination rate is so low compared to that of here.
yeah, but that shouldn't be affecting us.
It shouldn't be, but yet it is.
I mean, I work at the airport and you see all these people on planes and stuff, and you can't even drive to Grand Forks for 2 days.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but let's not go down
you can
that.
fly if you really want to go.
No, you can't.
Sure you can. Put them down.
But
Now they worked it out, but land borders are closed. Puck comes down.
yeah, but how do you get to Grand Forks? You can't go from Winnipeg to Grand Forks International.
I guess you go Fargo and Bathshot.
Yeah.
Puck comes down.
Or Delta to Minneapolis.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Anywho, 3-2 the score. It's just interesting that way. We will take a 12-minute break for intermission, and we'll be back with the third period in short order here on Game Time TV. Enjoy, and thank you very much for watching. This has been a great one, folks. Stay tuned. Vancouver Island Steels have a 3-2 lead, and we're underway here in the third period. Puck comes down. Now they'll work it in the middle. And they had a 2-0 lead. Blew a 2-0 lead and then got one back before the end of the period. 20 seconds gone. The VI Steels will always be remembered for that fast 5-second goal. Puck comes down. Now they'll work it in the zone. Michael Dell, 10 damage. In the 4th of 6 games. So we made it through the day here.
And yes, we're still alive.
What?
And yes, we're still alive.
Yeah. Pulled down. Now they worked it around. For those wondering, the food supply up here is still in pretty good shape. Puck comes down.
Well, when you got your mom and my wife taking care of us, we're all good.
Yep. Yep. We have more than enough food for instant ration. Oh, up the crossbar on the backhand. Oh, that was the opportunity. Here taken quickly. It's going to be number 12. Hitting the crossbar. I don't have that on my team roster. Back in the zone here. Yeah, somebody hit the post crossbar in a jersey 12 here today. Puck comes down. Now they send it across ice, D to D. That was a backhander that hit the crossbar. Aberos and St. Mary's. Aberos in the rink coming up. St. Mary's and Eastman coming up next.
Your 12 is Jackson.
Who?
Your 12 is Jackson.
Okay. Back in. Now they work it around. Still don't have that on my sheet here. Oh, Johnson. Okay. You said Johnson? Okay, she's 14 on my sheet here. That's why. From Courtney, from Courtney, BC. Now they worked it all the way around. Trying to send this back across. Vancouver Island Steels. Trying to play this back to the corner. They'll send it out front now. Games will be in quick succession. We'll be on the air tomorrow morning at 7:55 a.m. Oh, man. Myself and Kent going to get a good night's sleep following the late game here today. Then we'll be on the air at 55 after 7. If you're in BC, that'll be short before 6 o'clock in the morning. In Pacific time. And we're going to have the Ice taking on the Pilot Mound Buffaloes. So the Winnipeg Ice will be in action tomorrow. By the way, that game was still scoreless between the Ice and Weyburn. Last Kent saw the update, which was what, late second?
Less than 7 minutes.
Okay. Puck comes back. Yeah, so they were in the late second period by the time that update came around. 17 minutes remaining here in the third period. There's a shot that's to be deflected. That is over on PMR Arena. That is where the action will be starting at 4:15 tomorrow. Is PMR back here. It's in the Terrier game, so that's going to be a little bit of a crazy place here tomorrow night. Some local members of the media have also arrived on the scene here at the Central Plains Preseason Showcase. Puck comes down now, work it in. Trying to play it cross ice. Here's a shot. Oh, that rattled off the glove. Now, in all fairness to Julie Ducharme, she hasn't seen a lot of the pucks very cleanly tonight.
Nope.
There's been a couple of those first two that have skipped by her, and then those last two bounces to that. is going to be a tripping call. Absolutely. There's a chance bat out in front. There's a shot. Stop by Duchamp. Rebound is in a dangerous spot again. And we'll get a whistle. We're 16-11 to go here in the third period. By the way, the National Football League making an announcement today that doesn't quite please Kent.
What?
And that is that they're going to a Monday night football game in a wild card round to eliminate, I guess, the Saturday early game, which had the worst ratings of the weekend, which was that Bills. It was that Bills wild card game with whoever they played.
Tennessee or Indianapolis?
Indianapolis last year. Now they'll work it around. Tries to play it back to the middle. Here's a shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Post, crossbar, you name it. It's been hit here. Basically hit every musical note. Here's Pilot Mound. Ding, 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 ding by the doorbell. Kind of making music. You get my drift. Now they'll work it in. Michael Dale, Kent Delmage. Our next regular season broadcast after this weekend will be on October the 9th when the Arrows host Interlake all the way back at Seven Oaks Arena in Winnipeg. Still a long way to go this weekend, though, before we talked about any regular season broadcasts, by the way, which are included in the season pass. So if you did a season pass $59.99, you can get the encore presentations of these games and the rest of them here. Puck comes down here, 39 seconds in the penalty to the Buffaloes as the Vancouver Island Steels are on the power play. Gotta admit, I love the jerseys. Wasn't quite sure what to think of it, but it's blue. Is that blue or black?
Probably a dark blue.
Yeah, 'cause they almost look like the Seattle Kraken blue. Puck comes back. Kind of that old Seattle Mariners jersey font. You know what? Are you vibing what I'm selling to you, Kent? Yeah. Just nodding. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes, sorry.
I actually like their logo. It looks really cool.
Sorry?
I actually like their logo. It looks really cool.
Yeah. You can see the logo, by the way, on the left side of the scoreboard here. By the way, that scoreboard up at the top will be running tomorrow here on Game Time. Puck comes across. Now they'll work it in. Somebody's trying to give me a call for some reason. It's a BC area code, so it's 13:27 remaining. Yeah, we're working okay. Sounds like we had a bit of a drop. That's what we had. Now they'll work it in. Puck comes back. Played along the back wall. Chance comes to the front. Trying to work at it down the middle. Here's that opportunity. It's 13 minutes remaining here in the third period. Did have a bit of a brief outage. Puck gets rolled around. And that's going to come right to the goaltenders, and that comes off. Looks like I'm going to have Oh, they have a penalty here. I think this is tripping. So Vancouver to the power play. Steals. 23. 29 is in the box for. Should be Natasha Versbitty from Belterra, actually from Sutton, West Ontario. Puck will settle around. Now they'll work it in. Michael Dale, Kent Delmage. What do you hear? Puck goes in behind the net. Now they work it in. Long opportunity. Plays it across. That's it. Blocked. Chance to the front of the net. Nothing there as it'll roll behind the net now. Michael Dale, Kent Delmage. 2-1, or 3-2, sorry, Vancouver Island leading. 119 in the power play to VI. Rolls it across, this comes all the way down. Now behind the net, Averils. And RHA coming up next. You're on Game Time TV. As they'll flip it quickly back to get it. In behind. That is going to be Caitlin Moore. Back to play this. Rolls it away into the zone. 11.5.
Oh!
No, the shot they score. Oh, boy.
Couldn't even follow that.
Little bit of a C&I shot. And it's 4-2. As we'll give credit to number 13, Emily McKinnon. Another one of those unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think I missed it going in because I was like, couldn't
No,
even see
it
it
was
going in so fast.
It was in. It was on her stick, off her stick, and in. Puck goes back in. This is
Sorry,
the
folks.
offside. Oy, ay, ay. Some of those shots are absolute bullets. Apparently we have great minds thinking alike about the Vancouver Island Steels jerseys. Well, to those of you on the island listening and watching places like Nanaimo, BC, Victoria, BC, Parksville, BC, Dunton, BC, Campbell River, BC, Ladysmith, BC, all across Vancouver Island, Pilot Mound, all over Western Canada as well, Cross Lake, Manitoba, Vulcan, Alberta, Dryden, Ontario, Weyburn, Saskatchewan, Thompson, Manitoba, Mather, Manitoba, Roblin, Manitoba, Artetoken, Ontario, Brooks, Alberta, Belterra, Saskatchewan, Sutton, West Ontario, Brantford, Ontario, Airdrie, Alberta. One of the Buffaloes shaking up in behind the net. Looks like that's going to be set to you and showed that up quickly into the play. 10:45 to go here. Really happy the internet has held so far for the most part today. Puck comes back. There's a chance. That was set up for disaster last night. At the Plants to the flying, 10 people at Bayazit. Jay Edwards, who's been with us since the wee hours of this morning, monitoring things, taking things down. Hugh Dobie as well. Jesse Bodine, who's the mastermind behind figuring a lot of the packaging out, the leads as well. Coming on board with also the television streaming home of the MWJHL, which starts next weekend. Those packages will be on sale early this week.
And the most important people in your life, your right-hand man, myself, and your mom and dad.
I mean, really, Cat Erickson too. A lot of the design work.
Absolutely. I'm just giving you a hard time, Mike.
These scoreboards, it really takes a task of thousands. Here's a bank shot that just goes wide. Cat will have one call with the Vancouver Island game on Sunday morning.
And Mike, you're the captain of the ship. We wouldn't do all this without your calling of a game. So we're all under your captainship.
All right, Trey and the Admirals coming up next. Most importantly, we wouldn't be here without the viewer support either.
Absolutely.
Which is far and away exceeded my expectations today. Very, very happy person today. Puck comes across. We try to present these games to you the best we can. Kind of a deal that came together at the last minute.
Yes, I saw a big difference between 10:15 last night and 6:45 this morning.
Scheduling-wise, yeah. Works it down. Back behind the net. Bottom line, grateful to be here.
Absolutely, me too.
Puck comes down. Now they'll settle. 9 minutes remaining. A lot of people, you know what, don't care about the red tape.
Nope.
But you know what, it has to be said. Here's a 2-on-1. By the way, we have a penalty. Here's a shorthanded opportunity over Ducharme's net.
And what's even more important, too, it's been great hockey for the first 4 games. So
yeah. And this fifth one promises to be much following the scene. Actually, the fifth one will be coming up. First 3 games in 2 periods have been absolutely terrific. We had a shot with Ferdy Nelson in one of the earlier games. Nora Colwitz joined us earlier in the second period of this game.
Yep.
Here's the Stidato back in. Here's a launch shot glove down by Bronwyn Lee. Nora on her way to the U of M. Reading between the lines, it wasn't that hard of a decision to commit to the U of M.
Just following her sisters?
Actually, none of them actually wound up playing
Really?
university hockey. Both of them ended up in the MWJHL. And she said, I've always wanted to play for the University of Manitoba in the interview. So that would be pretty easy commitment already last year during the pandemic, which was quite amazing. 16 seconds. Courtney Bays as well. She's going to Ontario. Just a couple other commitments too already last year.
And I mean, on your game time at noon daily shows, I mean, I learned so much from some of the interviews you had where it's like some have become nurses and some are going to university online and some are just dealing with a whole bunch of stuff and all that. So, you know, like hockey is their sport, but it also helps them.
There's a chance stolen right in front. Sorry to cut you off there.
No worries. Helps them in their mindset, right? It's like sport is sport, and
now they worked it down the seam. Excited to have Cat Erickson call the 2 early games and possibly one other game on Sunday. Get ready. Back out. Now they play it back to the point. Sends it in. Here's a shot that's tipped away by Ducharme. 6:40 to go. Admirals and RHA coming up next here on Game Time TV. Trying to play this cross ice. This goes back down. Put those out front. Works it in the zone. Trying to play this off the back window. Down in. More warm up. And now the Stampede Parents exiting the other end. It's still 0-0. I could read that scoreboard over there from here. And
I was talking about the goalie. She looks like she's in discomfort.
sorry, I can't understand. You can't.
Oh, she looks like she was in discomfort. I was showing you the goalie.
Yeah, no, I can see it. It's 0-0 in the third period.
Yeah.
Because when they open the door, that's where I can see the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Because the rink is this way, right?
Yeah.
Left to right? It's left to right behind this wall here, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't been here in a couple years. Well, I've been here, I just haven't been in that back rink.
Right.
So under 6 to go, 4-2 the score. Averils RHA coming up now to the 2-on-1. 2-on-2, that's quickly cut off. Now they'll work it around. This goes back to the right corner. They'll send it around back to the blue line. Works back door. This gets cut off. Mady Litchfield Med and the RHA. Chetan Ashley Van Adelen and the Winnipeg Averals. And then it's going to be St. Mary's and East Band to close the day in what should be a really good hockey game. That comes to the corner. Works in here with 59 seconds remaining. Now they chip it off the window. Trying to play this far side. Works it in. Trying to settle this down. In off the window. Trying to play this down. Far side, this will get cut off. Plays it back to the point. Another shot. Oh, that's gloved down. And that will be nicely held on. What is going to be Bronwyn Lee. Face off to the right. Here with 4.5 remaining. 4-2 the score. Game 5 of 6 coming up. Out to the corner. Here's an opportunity that is blocked. Trying to work this in the middle. Back to the point. Oh, trying to skedaddle out of the zone. Backhanded by. I have to check with Ferdy, but I'm pretty sure that goal that opened the scoring in this hockey game is the fastest in this showcase's history. I'd be shocked if there was one quicker at 5 seconds. Not as a Buffalo that is shaking up, and now they'll blow the whistle. And that is going to be 15.
12. 12.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. I think it's something from before. Because she's taking a couple of those unfortunate plays. Here's a 4-2 game. Winds down with 3:46 to go. Dan Delman's Michael Dale getting ready to bring you RHA and the Winnipeg Averals coming up on Game Time Radio in just over an hour and a half. From Marin Training Center, it's going to be the Freeze and the Blues, the third battle. Among Winnipeg, they'll do the rematch tomorrow night. Puck comes across. Now they'll set it in. Another shot just wide. John right in on goal. That's stopped. Rebound patting the crossbar and the post and doing the sprawly splits. Sprawly splits? Is that even a word?
I don't know. You're making stuff up, so.
The sprawly splits where the goalie sprawls out and does the splits. And Bronwyn Lee will grab that one. They have a penalty too. It's a 4-minute penalty to Pilot Mound. That will put them on the penalty till the rest of the night. Now they work it around. Works it down. Vancouver Island Seals. Down in. They have multiple teams under the Seals umbrella. Icing On the power plays, never did. No. Nobody seems to really be even looking at the regular season. Here it is, a preseason showcase. People just happy to be back on the ice. Now they have another penalty to be 4-on-4 for 59 seconds. They'll work it down. So 4-on-4 is the, I guess, result of coincidental. Bat out here with 2.5 to go. And we'll have a chance. 4-2 to score. Averils and the rink coming up. The rink play in the Canadian Sports School Hockey League. The CSSHL. Averils, of course, in the MFHL. 12 seconds in the 4-on-4. Here's a shot that kicked away. We're in the final 2 minutes. Averils in the rain coming up, as I'm sure you've heard a few times already. Puck comes down, 150 remaining. Just want to make mention as well, $59.99 season passes still on sale. They went up in price today if you missed the early bird. You can still get the on-demand versions of these games plus the regular season package. Should mention as well, if you want a 48-hour rental of a single game that's already been played, you can process an order for the single game. You'll still pay the $5.99, and that'll get you a replay of a game for 48 hours or a live game. Timeout taken, I'm presuming, by Pilot Mound here. See if they pull the goalie here. They're on the penalty kill for 2:18. Not the worst thing, Kent.
Nope.
Because you negate the icing now, so. But the problem is it's a 2-goal deficit. Here at Stride Place. And at Portage Mutual Arena. You know what? Can we pan on the PMR door quickly? Just to give out-of-town people a little bit of an idea. See, that's the door to the other rink there. You can see the scoreboard in the top part of the window.
Still looks 0-0.
Yeah, still looks 0-0 between Weyburn and the ice. Ice will be in action over here on Game Time, 7:55 tomorrow morning. That'll be against these Pilot Mound Buffaloes. So somebody's got a little breakfast at the showcase game coming. Here's a shot that is stopped by, you know what, and you gotta give a lot of credit to Julie Ducharme. Give up the goal 5 seconds in, give up the goal less than 4 minutes in. You know, if you take those 2 goals out, which were, yes, they were bounces, but very bounces that were hard earned. Unfortunate if you're Ducharme. It's a 2-2 game the rest of the way. Now they bring it out, and the Buffaloes will just shoot it down the ice. No icing. Final minute of the hockey game. 4-2 to score. Here on Game Time TV, the puck will flip. Now they'll work it around. Back out in front. Oh my goodness, she tried to shelf it. Backdoor, they score. Yeah, they missed the one. They kept it working. And that's going to be 13. Emily McKinnon again. I think that's her second in the hockey team. Yeah, so PMR is just basically 1 o'clock from where we're sitting. Ish. Yeah.
11 o'clock.
Oh yeah, 11 o'clock relative to where we're sitting. Directly across from us is 12 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock. A little bit to our left. 45 seconds. That's just for context. Nobody goes anywhere. The hotel where the majority of the players are staying is 4 kilometers from here or so down the highway. They're doing construction. So if you're coming down to Portage, the regular entrance is not working. It is a detour. You have to go but to the Royal Bank and take the entrance off Tupper Avenue to get down to Royal Park Road, which is under construction. So they have a temporary makeshift bridge. So if you're coming down tonight or tomorrow or Sunday, make note of that. You have to come down Tupper and then take the back, kind of almost dirt / temporary bridge. Anyway, Vancouver Island wins the first game of their showcase 5-2. And we will set up for the rink and the Admirals coming up next in about 20 minutes or so on Game Time TV. For Kent Talmadge, Michael Galtain, thank you very much for watching. And we'll talk to you shortly here on Game Time TV.